Good morning, kindergarten. I'm so happy to be reading with you again today. Wherever you are, get into a comfortable position, roll the shoulders back, stretch your neck, take a deep breath, blow it out through your mouth, and another one in through the nose and out through your mouth. That's right. Just sit down and relax. Let's enjoy some stories together. Now, you remember last time I read to you, I brought one of the books that was my book when I was a little girl, and then I had read it to my children. Today I've brought another book just like that. I'm going to read you two stories today. The first one is a book that my mum and dad read to me when I was a little girl. It's called Daniel, the Reluctant Duck. And you'll notice again that the pages are a little bit dog-eared and starting to look a little bit sad. But it's such a beautiful story that I wanted to read it to you. And then the second story is also a favourite of mine. It wasn't mine when I was a little girl, but it was a story that I read to my children when they were little. So let's start with Daniel, the Reluctant Duck. Daniel, the Reluctant Duck. A story by Denise Burt. Daniel's mother explained for the third time, "Ducks are outside birds, Daniel. They don't live in houses." But Daniel didn't agree. "I don't like ponds. I want to find somewhere cozy and dry. I want to be an inside duck." It was no good. She could see that he was determined to leave home, so she said, "Goodbye, Daniel. Please look after yourself." Daniel waved goodbye and set off to find a warm, dry home inside. On the other side of the farm, he found just what he wanted. It was a small wooden house with a sloping roof. "That roof will keep out the rain," thought Daniel. There were some letters painted above the door, but Daniel hadn't learned to read yet. He was excited because he had found just what he wanted so quickly. He flapped his wings and jumped up the step. Butch was in his kennel having a sleep, but he woke very quickly when a little yellow duckling hopped in and nearly landed on his nose. Butch growled, "Go away, grrr," and Daniel got such a fright that he almost flew out of the kennel. A barn was nearby and he raced into it to escape from the barking monster. When he stopped puffing, he saw some straw on a ledge. "What a nice dry home that would be," Daniel said, and he hopped up. But before he could get close to the straw, Mother Hen charged at him. She chased him away from the nest she had prepared for her eggs. Daniel ran out the barn as fast as his little legs would carry him. "Will I ever find a warm, dry house which doesn't already belong to someone else?" he wondered. He waddled up to the back door of the farmhouse. The house looked very large to Daniel. Surely there would be room for a little duckling somewhere in there. He was very tired now and wanted somewhere to sleep. In one room he saw something round on a bench. He looked inside and saw it was filled with something white and soft. "This will make a nice bed for a tired duckling," he said, and hopped in. But Daniel was too young to know that flour is used for cooking, not for sleeping in. When he had shaken the flour from his feathers, he began his search again. This time he had more luck. He found a room with a small bed on the floor. It was just the right size for a duckling, and he felt sure it would be cozy. So he climbed in. The bed was soft and Daniel felt warm and safe. "I found the right place at last," he said, and fell asleep. He was woken by a voice calling, "Mummy, there's a little duck in my doll's cradle." The mummy called back, "He must have wandered away from the pond. We'd better take him back." Although Daniel quacked loudly, saying, "I'm an inside duck, I'm an inside duck," he was very carefully carried back to the pond and put on the water. Daniel quacked again, and the mummy said, "He's saying thank you, isn't that nice?" And Daniel quacked louder than ever. He's probably still there, quacking loudly and wishing people could understand quacks. And that's the story of Daniel and the reluctant duck. All right, time for one more quick story before you go out for your morning tea break. This one is called A Goodnight Kiss. A Goodnight Kiss by Nanda Roep. Daddy is putting Lisa to bed. Lisa asks, "Will you give me a kiss?" Of course, Daddy says. "Do you want a witch's kiss? A butterfly kiss? A posh lady's kiss? A grandma's kiss? A holiday kiss?" I think I'd like a holiday kiss right now. A monster kiss? A circus kiss? A birthday kiss? An Eskimo kiss? I didn't know there were so many different types of kisses, did you? Lisa laughs. "No, Daddy, I want a goodnight kiss." "Oh, such a kiss," Daddy whispers. "A kiss to make your toes heavy, your fingers limp, and your eyes so tired it's hard to keep them open." And Lisa sleeps. All right, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed our 2 stories. Maybe when you have your goodnight kiss tonight, you can think of some type of funny kiss that Mum and Dad can give you as they tuck you into bed. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for listening.